Love him or hate him, Donald Trump is a man who has forever changed America. From billionaire towers to reality TV screens, from boardrooms to the Oval Office, his story is one of ambition, power, controversy, and survival. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City. He was the fourth of 5 children in the Trump family. His father, Fred Trump, was already a successful real estate developer, known for building affordable housing for middle-class families across Brooklyn and Queens. Growing up, Donald's life was comfortable, but he was never an ordinary child. Teachers described him as energetic, sometimes unruly, and always competitive. By the age of 13, his parents decided he needed more discipline, and they sent him to the New York Military Academy. There, Donald learned leadership, toughness, and the value of discipline, qualities that would later define his business and political career. After high school, he studied at Fordham University and later transferred to the prestigious Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania. In 1968, Trump graduated with a degree in economics, equipped with both his father's teachings and his own ambition to build something bigger than anything his family had ever created. In 1971, Donald Trump joined his father's company and rebranded it as the Trump Organization. While Fred Trump focused mainly on affordable housing in Brooklyn and Queens, Donald had his eyes set on Manhattan. He wanted skyscrapers, luxury apartments, and hotels that would shine as symbols of wealth and power. His first big move came in 1978, when he transformed the aging Commodore Hotel into the glamorous Grand Hyatt, New York. The deal was risky, but it paid off. It announced Trump's arrival on the Manhattan stage, but the crown jewel of his empire came in 1983, Trump Tower. Rising 58 stories on Fifth Avenue, the tower was more than just real estate, it was a brand statement. Golden elevators, marble interiors, and luxury apartments made it a symbol of success. Trump Tower became both his home and the headquarters of his empire. Throughout the 1980s, Trump expanded his portfolio with casinos in Atlantic City, luxury hotels, and golf courses. His name was everywhere: Trump Plaza, Trump Taj Mahal, Trump Castle. By the mid-80s, he was not just a businessman, he was a celebrity. But even empires can fall. By the early 1990s, Trump's aggressive expansions caught up with him. His casinos began losing money. His businesses were drowning in billions of dollars of debt. Newspapers declared him finished. Headlines screamed, "The Trump dream is over." For most businessmen, this would have been the end. But Donald Trump turned his setbacks into comebacks. He restructured his debts, convinced banks to keep lending, and used his personality to stay in the public eye. Slowly, he rebuilt. By the 2000s, Trump had shifted strategy. Instead of owning every building, he licensed his name. Towers around the world, I'm in Chicago, Istanbul, Manila, carried the Trump brand. The Trump name itself had become a billion-dollar asset. In 2004, Trump entered millions of American homes with a new role, television star. His reality show, The Apprentice, was an instant hit. Contestants competed for a job in the Trump Organization, while Trump played the tough, decisive boss. With his signature phrase, "You're fired," Trump became a pop culture phenomenon. The Apprentice ran for 14 seasons, making him a global celebrity. But the show wasn't just entertainment. It was brilliant marketing. Week after week, it reinforced Trump's image as the ultimate deal-maker. For millions of Americans, he was no longer just a businessman. He was a symbol of success. Donald Trump had flirted with politics for decades. He gave interviews in the 1980s criticizing trade deals. He hinted at running for president in the 1990s. But in June 2015, he finally made it official. Descending a golden escalator at Trump Tower, he announced his candidacy for President of the United States. His campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again," struck a powerful chord with millions of Americans who felt left behind by globalization and ignored by political elites. The media laughed. Politicians dismissed him. But his message was direct, his style unfiltered, and his presence impossible to ignore. Against all odds, Trump won the Republican nomination. In November 2016, he achieved the unthinkable. Donald Trump defeated Hillary Clinton and became the 45th president of the United States. It was one of the biggest political upsets in American history. Trump's presidency was unlike any other. His supporters saw him as a fighter who put America first. His critics saw him as divisive and dangerous. He delivered on many promises, passing massive tax cuts, rolling back regulations, renegotiating trade deals, and appointing 3 Supreme Court justices. He also brokered historic peace agreements in the Middle East, but controversy followed him everywhere. His immigration policies, including the push to build a wall on the southern border, drew global criticism. His handling of the COVID-19 pandemic was fiercely debated, and his unfiltered use of Twitter often created chaos. Yet, for his base, Trump was authentic. He spoke their language, fought their battles, and never backed down. In 2020, Trump faced re-election against Democrat Joe Biden. The campaign was brutal, overshadowed by the pandemic. When Biden won, Trump refused to concede, claiming widespread fraud. His supporters rallied behind him, but his critics accused him of undermining democracy. On January 6, 2021, as Congress certified Biden's victory, a mob of Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol. The shocking event left 5 people dead and scarred American politics. Trump was impeached for a second time, the only president in history to face impeachment twice. After leaving office, most former presidents fade quietly into history. But not Donald Trump. He continues to dominate American politics. His rallies draw tens of thousands. His endorsement can make or break Republican candidates. And once again, he is running for the presidency. Trump remains a polarizing figure, adored by millions, despised by millions more. But ignored? Never. Donald Trump's story is still being written. From Queens to Manhattan, from boardrooms to television screens, from the White House to campaign rallies, his journey has been a mix of triumphs, failures, controversies, and comebacks. He is a businessman who built towers, a celebrity who entertained millions, a president who shocked the world, and a figure who continues to shape America's future. Donald Trump isn't just a man, he's a movement. He's a brand. And his story is far from over.